I'm going to show you some footage. I didn't have a proper camera set up when I first started this project, and I was very eager to get into it. But I found a beautiful, beautiful, let me show you here. Found a beautiful Bell & Howell Heathkit early 1970s oscilloscope. And you find a lot of these around. They're very common. I found this one for 15 bucks at the Goodwill. I tried not to buy it, but it was there 3 days later, so I picked it up. I kind of felt I had no, I'm a tinkerer in electronics, but I really don't know much. And but I've learned a lot from this, and I'd like to try to show what I've been working on. I've been replacing all the capacitors. That was one thing that was recommended. I tested all of the resistors and replaced one of those. One has burned out. Now, in the course of building this, the original builder, this is not a factory built thing, this is of course was built as part of an educational program. What I've been told is that that many ex-soldiers took this course because at the end of the course they gave you enough the parts and instructions to build a color TV, which in 1973 was like having surround sound DVD and big screen LCD all in one. It was a big deal. So, and it was free. It was, I mean, Uncle Sam was paying for it. So, but this is one of the earlier projects in the thing, and the solders can be pretty. I'm not a great solderer, but they're not factory level solders. They're not what you're going to find in modern electronics. Now I've done that. I've looked at the tube. The tube seems to be okay. It doesn't have the white mark I've been told to look out for. And I've looked at all the wires. I've checked as much of the wiring as I can with the schematic. I found a schematic at a website called bunkerofdoom.com, and I've saved it. And it's exceptional. That someone would put that up on the web, and I would like to thank the proprietor of Bunker of Doom for that. This it does turn on. I made sure it turned on in the store. What it does when you turn it on is it immediately fries a particular resistor. And I have decided that I put the wrong resistor in 2 or 3 times. Actually, I put the right resistor in a few times and it roasted. And I believe the reason it roasted is because 2 of the main power wires, not the ones coming from the plug, but some inside from the power supply, were actually put in the wrong way. They were supposed to be here and they were like this. That's one thing I had to correct. Another thing was that there was a Zener diode. This is pretty important if you leave a diode, a big, powerful diode, out of it. And so that, I believe, roasted the original 470K resistor. It didn't help that then I bought some 47K resistors and thought they were the right ones and roasted them. And then I misread another one. I ordered a huge pile of resistors hoping that 470K would be in there. It's part of the range. It wasn't. I roasted another. I've cooked several resistors at this point. But I have managed to get new good capacitors and make bundles of other capacitors. I've learned a lot about resistors and capacitors by doing this, by making these mistakes. I've also learned by reading, so I haven't just put my hand into live electricity. But today, the beautiful 470K resistor arrived. Now, I am going to get something and open her up. Hopefully it's the right part. We will put it right here inside, and hopefully it will not smoke. Okay, we've been going through all the things back here, and there's only one bag. We replaced this one. You can tell by my interesting choice there, just because I'm not sure about it yet. It's 1,000. It's a 1,000 ohm 1K. And it replaced this one right here, which was reporting at about half that. And once I put it in, that one's reporting about half that. So maybe it wasn't necessary to get out. But it's a new one, and those are old ones. Those are old nasty ones. Now way back there, there's one that's a yellow, violet, brown which is 470 ohms, and that's coming in at a much higher level. I'm gonna see if I can do this. I cannot do this with one hand, but it comes up around 56. So instead of 470, it's like 56.5. So that may have to be replaced. And but it is the right markings. The guy did a right job. These two big greens are as marked. I have more to do on this. It's a Hitachi, either power supply or bulb, or you know, tube. I have played with the tube already. It seems fine. I mean, I don't see any problem with it. Now on the other side, you can see here that I think somebody tried to finish this in the past, so I may not be the first one. And they used a different cord than had probably been provided with it, though I don't know. Maybe that's what they provided. It's done in there. That fuse seems okay. What happens is I turn it on and the red light comes on, and then this right there, let me pull it back a little bit. There it is. That 470K resistor, yellow resistor, loses its mind. And here's the one it replaced. It sets on fire. Now I burned this one, and this one I think had already been burned. You can see that it is quite nasty and chewed through. I think this one swelled under pressure from heating. This did something similar to it, and now we're going to try this one, although I'm not going to do anything right between there on the 0 side, the 0 near the center of the screen with the 005, between there and there at the top of that rockwood, the yellowed rockwood, I believe that's a resistor. Right there is supposed to be a diode. I have ordered that diode, so that is the next step. And we're going to find out where these power wires are. We are going to, maybe we just have an overactive power supply, and if we switch it out for a new power supply, that will assist us. We have now put in the new diode as indicated. That was not there before, and that did not prevent me from burning out. I just took it off. You can see the the 470K resistor. Here's the original one, and there's the one I burned out, and there's one I burned out, and this one's one I haven't burned out yet. I'm not putting it in until the last minute, and there's two more I have. So it's a big mess. We'll find out what it does. Got my supply in later on of capacitors. I'm going to be putting together in parallel to increase capacitance inside the proper framework. Here's the old capacitors right there. Some of them are still in there, but they'll be removed. These are different ones that I have picked up. See here, I'm putting them together like that, and I'm going to do some solder on them. It should look good. There it is. That's 4 10s, makes 40 UF in the right range, and it will replace that one right there. There's the replacement for the 70 UF. These are each 10 UF. Uh-oh. I thought it was 40 UF. I have misread. Well, here's 40 UF right there. 4 10s. I'm going to have to put some more on then. Okay, today a big pile of resistors came in from Banggood, the slow boat from China. It took them about 4 weeks to get here. There's the boy right there. 470K, 1 watt. There, by the way, is a new transistor because in the course of messing around with this thing, destroyed it. Now I found out that A and B there were reversed. Our mystery assembler from back in the 70s did it wrong. But now I'm looking at AF, and I'm going to look up and see what AF is. There's nothing in it, and that concerns me. Well, I've been looking over this, looking at everything I can find, and I have not seen AF at all. So let me see. I'm going to turn it on. We're going to turn it on. Okay, this is the plug. I checked out, made sure that this plug is correct. This plug. There she is. It's not the original. Somebody's been futzing with it, but it does line up correctly. Now plugged in. And it's burning up. You are seeing it because that's the right one. That's the correct one. That's the 470. That's the correct one. According to this, it is. Because they use a different system in China. Yellow, violet, black, brown. Is that green? So I've had to order new parts that I probably shouldn't have needed to order in the first place. It appears that I misread this. So we're going to find out what's going on. All right, the color code is correct. And we want to test it before I use it. I got this Fluke multimeter for free. Somebody had thrown it away because the display was broken, and after 2 years of using it, you had to kind of look at it at an angle to get the reading off of it. I found a video online at Fluke's website which teaches you how to clean the connections and basically get the display running 100%. Okay, this is 470, 465, but that's close enough. I kind of know what I'm doing. Okay, we got new everything. Literally new everything. And we're going to try everything. Plug it in. All new capacitors. Let's see if any of it survives. Okay, here we go. That stays on. It's not burning up quickly. Oh God, it's burning. Nothing on the front, but there's smoke. Yep, 470's burning. Well, it looks like it didn't work. That's okay. We will work on it some more, and I will find out how to get it done.